going on, guys? Brian LaChance back at it with another video for you guys. Today is going to be a special video. Going to introduce you guys to the coach. We're going to go down to one of his store locations, Born Ready Nutrition in Methuen. And yeah, we're just going to sit down, chat. Kind of depends on how much he's willing to talk about. Just want him to just do a general overview of who he is, his background in bodybuilding, and I guess kind of go over our plans for this off season and upcoming show. Jojo, quiet! And our upcoming show. But before then, gonna air fry up some chicken, get my meals prepped. Probably gonna need to bring like 2 meals with me, and yeah, I will see you guys at Born Ready. That angle right there, looking pretty fucking huge in that, dude. To be honest.
Are you gonna be able to fit here? A little bit.
Good, dude. Well, what's going on, guys? Here at oh shit, almost fell over. Here at the Born Ready location in Methuen, and here with the coach, Dylan from Born Ready Nutrition, and started to let him kind of introduce yourself and explain kind of your experience and knowledge and everything you have with bodybuilding.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been bodybuilding since I was 16 years old. Like anybody else, got really interested in the gym and eating healthy as a way to lose weight. You know, I was slightly overweight as a kid. Yeah. So really just looked to get in better shape for high school, started hitting the weights, you know, middle school, did a lot of cardio, really got into the dieting aspect, but at that point it was mostly just cutting calories, staying away from, you know, junk food, stuff like that. Lost a lot of weight, had a lot of success with that, and when I got to high school, you know, I realized, you know, this is cool, being healthy and skinny, basically, but I was really more interested in the size at that point, so started eating more, focused on, you know, getting more protein in, more carbohydrates, focused on the training, and ended up doing my first show as a senior in high school at 18 years old. Okay. So after that, you know, I really had the bug, continued, you know, working with different coaches. I've worked with some of the industry's top coaches, Adam Reich, Dave Palumbo, Matt Jansen, and you know, during that time period I learned a lot about dieting, about training, about supplementation, and that's really what carried all my progress. I was passionate about it, I enjoyed doing it, I didn't look at it as a struggle or as I was missing out on anything. Exactly. I genuinely loved doing it. My last show was in 2017. At the time I was working for Animal Pack. I'm gonna show up an image of this because the guy looked fucking crazy. So at this time I was working, or I did the show, and as a result got an interview with Universal Nutrition in New Jersey, uplifted my whole life, moved out there to chase the dream, went to work for Animal, went to the Expos, the Olympia, the Arnold, all those things, got to network and meet a lot of industry people. And one of the things I was really inspired about was living out in New Jersey. There was a lot of brick and mortar supplement stores. Yeah. And what really motivated me was the fact that they were very community based, and they provided a place for like-minded individuals to share progress, to share ideas, and really just push forward, you know, everybody's results together, working towards ultimately the same goal, whether it's get in better shape, get on stage, etc. And I wanted to bring that, you know, sort of community feeling back to this area. So we opened up a nutrition store in Windham, New Hampshire. That was our first location, 58 Range Road. And, you know, we had great success. The community responded great. A lot of good bodybuilders, you know, people interested in health, fitness, really showed their support. So we decided to open a second store. That's what brings us to this store here at 1111 Riverside Drive in Methuen. We've been open for just a month, you know, over here, but trying to build up that community base, get the message out, get the word out. But that's a little bit about the stores. From a coaching standpoint, you know, I've been coaching people for about 5 or 6 years. Started like anybody else, you know, just helping friends, helping family members, helping people in the gym, and, you know, just really got passionate about seeing other people reach their goals. And that's really what motivates me. And that's why I'm fortunate enough to be able to run these stores and see these people on a daily basis, because hearing people's successes, hearing people's progress and things that they've done for themselves, that's really what keeps me interested and motivated in this. Man. So, you know, I always say we can all go further together. So I'm really big on group effort, collaboration, sharing ideas, and just trying to push everybody's lives forward as best as you can. And
that's what I think the biggest thing is, guys, so the fact that it's like we really lack the supplement store, any like a brick and mortar store around here, because the only one we had I think was Max Nutrition at the point, but again that was so little, definitely not as well known as Born Ready is. So it's kind of like only like 5 or 6 of my buddies knew it, and we're all bodybuilders. So I didn't really know anyone, and now we have people go into stores that would normally go to GNC or Vitamin Shop, and they're actually getting someone with experience behind supplementation and fitness, not just some retailer that's just trying to sell you store-bought products. I think that's also the best thing, because I don't even think it'd be like, oh, he's a coach at his own supplement store. He's never pushed any supplements on me, never said I had to buy anything off him, and he's just there to generally recommend. It's nice to have a hub where it's not only my coach, but any of the actual supplements, non-bullshit supplements I need, I can come here and get. And it's, I think, just elevated everything, like you said, together. And like, it's nice to have a community, because I feel like New England kind of lacks a huge bodybuilding community. I feel like I don't know a lot of like real hardcore bodybuilding communities around here, and I feel like now I've just met so many bodybuilders in just the time of being coached by them that are all different aspects, not even just in the fitness industry, just guys that are trying to get healthy on their own. And we're all so supportive on each other's social medias.
Exactly.
Guys that I've met before, and we're all there commenting on everyone's social medias, like, hey, great job, looking great. It's not bullshit either. Like, you're not just sitting there, like, just with bullshit, like, compliments. Like, people are generally looking better. Everyone's driven to, like, actually do well. Everyone's driven to not do it for themselves, but also for a coach. You know, we want to all make each other proud and really, I think, make an impact here in New England.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our stores, like you said, they're a resource for people who are looking for that little extra push or that little bit of extra motivation. You know, maybe they had an off workout or an off week at the gym, but they can come into the store and, you know, be greeted by people who are, you know, excited about what's going on in that customer's fitness journey, what's going on in their life, what were their successes this week, what were their failures. And like you said, we never push supplements first. Our approach is more, are you currently involved in an exercise program? Are you currently involved in a diet program? If the answers to those are no, I'm going to tell you, all right, well, go ahead and focus on those. Focus on eating on a structured plan. Focus on getting to the gym, you know, consistently each week. And then we'll talk about supplementation. But if you don't have those first 2 variables under control, you know, you're not going to go nowhere. And it's like we were talking about earlier, you know, it's the same thing with coaching, right? If you're someone who can't get yourself to the gym, if you're someone who can't get yourself to eat on a diet, a coach isn't going to help you. You have to first fix whatever's causing you to not be able to be consistent. Once you're consistent, a coach can get you to that next level. But I can't eat the meals for you. I can't lift the weights for you. You know, that's on you. So what we try to say here is, you know, our mission is that we're community focused, we're results driven, and we're health oriented. So we try to focus on those 3 variables with everything we do, with every ad we put out, with, you know, every plan that we write. That's what we're focused on. Build the community, get the results, and keep everybody healthy. So like you said, just having that community, that network of people really helps people stay on track and motivates them to get to that next level. This is a lonely lifestyle.
It really is.
You know, it's
really
it's very mundane. We do the same things every day. We eat the same food. So even like you said, you know, being able to message someone that maybe you don't normally talk to, but that you know that they shop at our stores or they're one of our clients, that could be the missing piece that you need just to keep you going.
And that's what I think the best part is, to feel like you're not alone, because it is, like you said, it's very, very lonely. And that's one of the things I've talked about on this channel, how it hurts from being someone that's very socially a butterfly to go to being very alone and very kind of hermit lifestyle. And it's nice to have people the same mindset and same interests, because it is hard to like kind of, I feel like, get along with somebody that doesn't understand the lifestyle you're going through, doesn't understand the regimentation behind the meal prepping, behind the training and recovery and everything. It's hard for a lot of people to kind of grasp that. So it's nice to know that even if we don't know each other as personally in real life, for a lot of the athletes, we all know we're together under the same roof, so it feels like one big family at the end of the day. And it's also nice to just be able to message someone, like to have someone like my coach in my corner, that it's, I know I can get myself into shape. I know I can get myself out of shape. And it's nice to have someone that's there just in your corner that you know, like, hey, like, they believe in me. I also believe in myself, and that just drives you to the next level. Really drives the next level. He made a nice analogy about putting, like, more oil in a car than it needs. Is it going to do anything? No, but if you put the right oil in, especially a high-quality oil, then you're definitely going to go a lot further than the basic run-of-the-mill oil, which you can just be working with yourself. So.
Yeah, you can't put 10 gallons of water into a 5-gallon bucket. And, you know, I don't want this to be all about the stores and my coaching, but to talk a little bit about Brian and what I see in him as an athlete, it's very refreshing for me to work with someone who has the same passion that, I've had for the sport. Not just for his own individual results, but, he'll come into the stores, he'll talk about current events in bodybuilding, he'll talk about past bodybuilders, he'll talk about different training styles, he'll talk about, different diets, etc. And that really goes a long way. I tell people all the time, if you don't love this, if you don't wake up every morning and want this, go do something else. Go play softball. Go play chess. Go pick up video games or something else to do in your spare time, because this isn't just showing up to the gym for an hour a day. This is going to the grocery store 3 to 4 times a week sometimes. This is cooking your food at 12:30 at night when you'd rather be in bed after a long day. This is sitting there at the kitchen table thinking, I got to eat this meal. I'm not hungry. So there's a lot of things that go into this. There's a lot of things that may be uncomfortable to a normal person. So if you don't love this, if you're doing this for somebody else, or if you're doing this for clout or for Instagram, I recommend you do something else, because the passion has to be there. And that's really what Brian has. He has a passion for his results. He has a passion for the sport. He has a respect for the sport. And because he has that respect, he's coachable. He's moldable. He'll share, his feedback. He does a really good job of communicating with me. And those are all things we look for in a good client. And that's the type of client who's going to see the progress that they want to. We can give you the best meal plan, supplement advice, and training plan. But if you're not adhering to it, if you're not pushing yourself, I watch Brian's training videos and I see him executing the lifts that, I put down in the plan, but I see him doing it with a passion that only he can deliver. That's only something that he can pull from and get out. And because he has that in him, he's going to go a lot further than someone who's just checking a box. So I'm really excited to be working with Brian. I think that the 2024 season is going to be a really good breakout year for him. He's done a show in the past. We're switching organizations. I don't know if he's mentioned that, but he is going into the NPC. Definitely a little bit more competition. Definitely a different organization entirely, but because of his passion and his work ethic, he's going to do really well there. And I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited to see, how far we can go together and what we can accomplish.
Oh yeah, man, of course. So I'm thinking the same thing, and it's also really nice and refreshing to have a coach that actually likes their job, because I feel like a huge thing we talk about all the time is a lot of coaches, don't need to name names, but they seem to hate their job more than they love it.
Or hate bodybuilding.
Yeah, or just hate bodybuilding. And you really can't bite the hand that feeds you. A lot of these guys have made their entire lifestyle out of it. So it's just nice to find someone that it's not I have to force to. Like, I message him for any questions I have, and he's always very responsive to me. He's very helpful. He's not talking to me like I'm dumb. It's nice to have someone that's more knowledgeable than me, yet has the same respect for me as if I'm equal to them. It's very refreshing, and it's very, very rewarding when he actually gives me compliments that I know from, it's not like compliments from your mom that says, hey, you look great, honey. Like, how well do you know that is an actual subjectively in a sport like this, where someone who's actually walked the walk and has actually competed for years on end, that actually has the knowledge and skills to push someone forward? Because I've told you guys before, like, I wasn't so sure about getting a coach. I wasn't sure about getting a coach until I knew that a pro card was in my grasp, but I realized that I'm at the point where I really do want to get better, and there's really no point of me holding myself back, because I'm humble enough to know that I don't know enough, especially I don't know enough about the industry, and that's been a great thing to know someone that actually learning about the inner workings of this industry, learning about, what's real and what's fake and what's kind of just Hollywood. And it's just really nice to it's really easy to lose your head in this sport, especially because there's not a lot of people that want to genuinely help you. So that's been a big thing, and it's like an older brother to me. So he's been there to be able to help me and making this a lot less scary than walking alone. And like you said, I really think 2024 will be a really great season for me. I'm really excited, and it's lit a fire under my ass that I generally feel like I'm going to outwork every single person in my class. Win or lose, I know that I'm going to give it my all, so that's all that matters. And I mean, dude, we're only like a little over 2 months into this, and I feel like I look night and day difference. Yeah, no,
like I said, Brian's made a lot of progress in a short period of time, and that's just a testament to his ability to adhere to a plan and his ability to stay consistent. Because like I said, I can give you a plan, I can give you a diet plan, a training program, whatever, but if it's not followed, it's not going to do anything. And the results speak for themselves, and we're going to continue to make that progress as long as Brian keeps bringing that work ethic, bringing that intensity, and he's very clear on what he wants to do. Brian has told me from the beginning that he wants to compete. He wants to take it to the highest level possible, because his goals are set. He's not just doing this for Instagram to get on stage, to get views, that shows in his training, that shows in his results. He's doing this because he is a bodybuilder and he wants to bring his physique to the level that he believes is possible. And I believe in him, and sometimes that's all it takes is you need that one person in your corner who believes in you, who wants what you want and who wants the best for you. And I definitely want that for Brian. And so far we've made a great team, and I see that growing and just continuing to flourish into a good career for him. So I'm excited.
I'm excited too, man, honestly. Well, I'm really glad I was able to come down here and finally bring my camera. I always would forget for you guys, but you guys really wanted to meet the coach, so I'm glad you could see him. It was ever since that clip when I showed him there of you doing the hitting arms.
Oh, yeah, the dumbbell curls. Yeah.
In a 420 JPEG screen recorded image, you guys were able to see that. And I'm not saying that, that looks for everything, they have to be someone has to be like huge, top 5 Mr. Olympia, but I mean, how much are you going to believe a guy about how his training methodology and his diet is going to work if he looks like shit?
Yeah, you're a billboard for your coaching, your training. I mean, you're walking around and you're a living proof of, like you said, your knowledge and what you do and how your discipline and your consistency. So, I wouldn't expect anybody to work with me if they thought that I wasn't getting the results that they wanted, because, and that's not to say that, coaches who aren't still doing this, are good at what they do, but, especially a younger guy like him, he wants to talk to someone who's walked the walk, who's been in his shoes, who's missed out on events, who's missed out on normal, life stuff, to become a better bodybuilder. And I've done that, so I can share the struggles and the positives with him, and just kind of prevent him from making any mistakes that I made that may have set me back, and just kind of grow together.
Yeah, man, and that's a big thing I guess I'd want to finish out on, is that it's nice to see someone that's a hardcore bodybuilder, because I do think there's a lot of people out there that really do want to just focus on clout and everything and just don't really, I feel like they think that they want this and they think that they want to become a bodybuilder, but I mean, how many times have you turned down your friends about going out to eat? How many times have you stopped being invited to go out to eat because your friends already know that, nah, he's a bodybuilder, he's at the gym, he's training, or he's eating his own meals, or, we might as well just stop. And, it's nice to have somebody that's not just there going, well, you chose this lifestyle. It's someone that's there that, hey, be proud of this. Like, you are doing this for a purpose, I missed out on this, but I'm still as best I've ever been, and it really weeds out, a lot of the fake people in your life. And it's just nice, again, keeping your circle smaller, but keeping with actual, real ones in your life, It's going to keep you going harder.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the next up on this, I know you wanted to do this introduction in the store, and I think it's a great idea, but, next up, I think we're going to have to put him through a workout and get in the gym and maybe go to my old stomping grounds, the Londonderry Workout Club. And
dude, that'd be wild.
Just have a crazy lift and move some heavy stuff and show people, what intensity and intent, what that does for your sessions.
And that's what I think would be a great thing, guys, for you guys to see it next. I think 100%. I was thinking about that, but now it's confirmed. I really should be, next video would be a training video. And I think you guys should see someone that, someone like me that I already think I train hard, with someone that trains way harder, and you guys are going to see what that meshing together is going to be, because I want you guys to see that, I'm not just here making faces and everything for the gram or for videos. This is genuine pain, and this is genuine, but you need the pain to grow.
That's right.
You really do need it. It's all about how much you love it. It's going to push you past those 5 reps. What are you going to do with a gun against your head if someone tells you can do those final reps?
Exactly.
It's going to be your coach there in your corner pushing you there to get those extra reps out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you do the same for me too, so we'll get something good in.
Of course.
All right, man.
Sounds good.